Pretty much was a standard day. We were all having fun and talking about life, girls, women, what to say in relationships, what not to say in relationship, and it was like a simple day where you maybe had one person at the table that didn't want that conversation to be going on. He kind of was the antagonist or the person who didn't like the fact that we were all talking and having a good time, and I guess he wanted to be more serious than anything. So I ruffled his feathers a little bit, and I don't think he liked the fact that everything didn't go the way he wanted it. And being that he's a 7-star and also probably influential somewhere in the world, then it probably didn't like the fact that we were not or ignoring his wishes, so to speak. So I think he busted and went to the only way that most cowards go to, and that's disrespecting people on the internet behind a fake name. But really, nobody really said anything to the guy except for a couple of instances where I ruffled his feathers. But other than that, nobody really even knew the guy was there, except for, he kept calling the floor. Called the floor like 6 times. He even called the floor one time when I said a word indirectly, and it wasn't at him, it wasn't at anybody else. It was in the conversation, and he called the floor on me, and I think he really wanted me to be upset. I mean, the problem is I don't get upset, nor do I respond to haters or anybody that has any indirect or direct way of communicating with me. I think the best way to talk to people is to simply ignore them, because they don't make a difference in my life. My wife does, my kids do, my cousins, my family, the few friends I have, and if other than that, deuces.
We talk about, ruffling his feathers. Is that something you do as part of your game, or is that?
Yeah, I mean, at first, I mean, he did tank for like 3 minutes on a 850 bet on the river. I mean, I don't know. We need more hands, so it's time for him to, come back and realize that maybe 3-minute tank on 800 unit bet on a 2550 level is probably a little bit unjust.
Are you really singing the Jeopardy song?
Hypothetically, I did sing the Jeopardy song, but either way, I mean, he simply know what he was gonna do. He's folding the whole time. He just wanted to take our time. He was upset that we weren't giving him the attention that he wanted. Now, if he had been a nice young lady, we would have gave him a little bit more attention. It's funny because mostly everyone loves me or they hate me, or they hate me first and then they love me. But most likely, it's more as if they just want to voice their opinion about not understanding it. And see, I don't come from their society, nor do I go by their rules. When I came up in poker, it was talking, enjoying life. You're talking about 2003 and 2004. We played $1,000 sit and goes. Everyone had a good time. We talked, we conversate, we bantered. They changed the rules here and there, and now we're in this modern day age where people pretty much hide behind an internet name and they want you to be a professional. Well, where I'm from, professionals talk and have a good time while they're playing poker. I think people take it at face value for what it's worth. I'm pretty much just trying to get information the best way possible. And if you're foolish enough to give me information, that's probably bad on you. That's called psychological warfare, or in internet terms, metagame. And if you're foolish enough to let your emotional intelligence dictate your intelligence, then therefore, I think you're doing what I want you to do.